So first, I would like to hand you over to Mrs. Usha Banerjee, who will talk to you from St. Jude's. It's about the present insurance policy and touch upon what we do at St. Jude's.
Thank you, Rekha. Thank you, Dr. Prakash. Earlier this week, on Monday, I had to accompany a friend to a hospital. It was a small, things are very complicated. I had to take a COVID test myself. She was, what should have been a half an hour process, she was in hospital in daycare for half the day, and the bill was staggering. At least for me it was. I think I'm out of touch with what hospital bills are. And while we've been working on this cancer insurance policy, it hit home that, if people like me can look at hospital bills and even for a half day admission for a very routine process, and if I find the amount is large, what happens to people who can't afford? These past 2 years have been very difficult. And as we will talk probably a little bit about our organization, we support families when they bring their children for treatment for cancer to large hospitals. And the hospitals are high quality, low cost for treatment, like Tata Memorial, like the Adyar Hospital here, like AIIMS in Delhi. And what actually happens is the families come to these cities, they stay with us, we take care of the nourishment of the child, the mental well-being of the family, transportation to the hospital, whatever actually is required is taken care by us. It completes the circle of care because the hospital is providing the medical treatment. When we talk of, Dr. Prakash talked of the cure rate of cancers, and he also mentioned that 50,000 odd children are diagnosed every year. The number who reach for treatment are less than 20,000. That is the actual reality of our country. And what actually does happen is that very often, unless they get the supportive care provided by our centers, they abandon treatment. The family infection while they're living in unhygienic places, they don't have good nourishment, mentally the family is under stress, financially. It has been actually established internationally that low middle income countries, the amount of the cost of treatment and care actually doubles in our country is purely because the hospitals are in selected places and people have to travel to hospitals. So taking in travel, stay, food, nourishment, all that together, the complete package, that is actually the cost that happens and which is absorbed by St. Jude's. And once we take in a child, we take care of their needs every time they come to hospital. As Dr. Prakash mentioned, these of recovery. And if there is a difference between our rates in India and the Western world, it's because of the lack of support. It's because of the lack of proper nourishment when they're under treatment or they come with a malnourished condition and so on. And good hospitals like Tata Memorial, Adyar, the cure rates are almost matching the international rates. So our children have a long prospect of a healthy life ahead of them. So we are, while we say we look after the children and we have an axiom that says once a St. Jude child, always a St. Jude child, every time they come, we will provide them accommodation, we will ensure that the treatment is completed and so on. It was a natural extension to extend our services for these children and form a new vertical which we started last year called St. Jude's for Life. In that we look after, we support them with education, any medical needs they may have, career counseling. These could now be young teenagers, and these are all children who've crossed 5 years of diagnosis and treatment. So they are recovered, they are back in the mainstream of life. But they may need counseling because rehabilitation, getting back into the mainstream sometimes can be difficult. Vocational skilling, then of course trying to, after they've got it, trying to help them with jobs. Ultimately then follows the natural process of marriage. There are a lot of things which are taboo in our country once somebody has cancer because we have our country has a lot of stigma, so people hide. And so going on in life, jobs, marriage, etc. becomes something which is a bit of a difficult thing for these families, particularly when they come from the lower income families. Once there is something like insurance cover, it adds a layer of normalcy to your life. If an insurance company can support you, surely there can't be something wrong with this child. I mean, this is a normal human reaction. So we were very keen that our children should have insurance. And I think it was providential that our Chennai team leader, Dr. Rekha Shetty, who and her Rotary Club is supporting our Chennai centers, which we have in Royapet and Peters Road. In fact, we have the lady who runs our centers here also with us today. What does happen is that once they've been treated and they go home, we explain to Rekha that we need to have some kind of a, we made a lot of difference to us to be able to set this thing going. Now we have, I think this is a pioneering step that we've taken, that we have taken a group policy for our children. We are the first holders. St. Jude's will be bearing the premium for these children, and every year we hope to add children who complete 5 years after treatment. As they get enrolled into St. Jude's for life, their insurance cover will take place with the, so the numbers will increase. Currently we have about 350 odd children who are covered for health and accidents. We hope to add about 300-400 or maybe up to 500 every year. We expect at the end of 2024 or 25 we have 2,000 children enrolled. And this is going to be something which is, I think Anil, who's our CEO, has been in conversation with other organizations who also support children. And everybody is interested in doing this because this is a game changer. This is changing the life and future of these children. When somebody has a job, if, like I said, with my experience of just earlier this week, you have one illness in the family, it can wipe out your savings unless you have some kind of support for the medical cover. And I think we are really, really grateful and thankful that this synergy happened, that the Rotary Club under Rekha's leadership, Dr. Prakash with Star Health and St. Jude's were able to come together to, to be able to provide something really meaningful for these children. To just end with a kind of a joke, there was this serial that we used to watch as children called Star Trek, and the byline was "Where no man has gone before." I think with Star Health, it's an insurance company which goes where no other insurance company goes.
Picture of her because she's the person who really, you should see that center. The toilets are cleaner than the toilets in my house. I can frankly say that. Beautifully kept center. Right now there are about 18 families. Is that right, Mariamma? 19 families, father, mother and child, all together looked after by St. Jude's to make their child well. And now like to...
And it's a great day to announce this innovative cover that Star Insurance has done. And they put together, it helps so many children who are cancer survivors. And this means that they can lead a normal life now on. We from Madras Temple City are privileged to help build this bridge between both Star Insurance and St. Jude's. And I thank Mr. V. Jagannathan and Dr. Prakash for this great product which they put together, which helps so many children. So God bless you. Thank you, and lovely work that St. Jude's is doing. Wonderful. And St. Jude's, I will say, I must thank Mrs. Mariamma Paul. She manages the place so well. It is so clean. As Mr. Rekha Shetty said, the place is much better than our homes. It's so clean and the people there are so happy. When you go there, you realize they're so positive. They're so happy to come. Many of them say, we are so happy to be here because in our houses, we cannot do this. This place is so clean and so nice. They're very positive. And this whole thing helps the children's recovery. Thank you, both St. Jude's and Star Insurance.
Thank you so much, Shanta. She provides the leadership for this program right through this year along with Nalina and her whole team. And I want to now ask Mr. Anil Nayak, who's the CEO of St. Jude's, a very young, energetic and innovative person. Like Dr. Prakash. The whole team at Star is young and energetic, and I got to know Star because I used to work at United India Insurance from 1974 onwards, and Mr. Jagannathan at that time was a young man, and Star, even then he was a star, but Star was just a twinkle in his eye at that time. And so when I met him, immediately he said, if Temple City is doing so much with children with cancer, we would love to get involved. And they are the first and most unique insurer, bold, brave, risk-taking, who are willing to take up this whole project of cancer insurance. So over to Ms. Tamil Nair.
Thank you, ma'am. Very warm welcome to all of you. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Prakash. I have nothing much to add beyond what's already been said. I'm very thankful to Star Insurance for in terms of taking the risk, taking the first step really. In terms of we believe that there's something just sorely missing in the whole cancer care ecosystem in India. And we're really thankful that and we're hopeful that it will open the doors. And St. Jude's obviously is able to address only a small part of the problem. I mean, given the scale of the problem in India, we are only currently scratching the surface. And we're hoping that this partnership will show the way for other insurance companies, other organizations, other hospitals to offer similar support to cancer survivors. What I would like to do is, if it's okay, if there are any questions about St. Jude's, about the policy, or the work we do, I think we can take that now, so that something.
Perhaps a few words by.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, our chairperson Gargi is also here. So in terms of if there are questions, then between Gargi and me with regard to St. Jude's as well as for the Savara program, we can definitely take that now.
I would like Gargi as well as their interest in children with cancer. And you know how this is only the beginning of the story of covering children with cancer. Because we start with 395 and then Gargi.
If I can just introduce our chairperson, Kathy Mashrugala, is one of the first people who was volunteering with St. Jude's when it started in 2006. So if anybody knows the DNA of the organization and every brick that has gone in building St. Jude India Childcare Centers, you will not find a better person.
Thanks, Usha. So, like I think all of them have said lovely things about it. I'll just give you a little bit as to how we started and why we started. So when our founders, Mr. and Mrs. Kaviratne, when they came to India, they were settled abroad for many years, and when they came to India, they said we need to do something for our country. It's time for us to pay back for everything our country has done to us. And they wanted to do something with children. So in Bombay, when they were driving across Tata Memorial Hospital, they saw that a lot of children were sleeping on the footpath. So they made queries and they came to know, okay, what happens is that while the doctors are treating them, treatment is pretty much looked after, all the medical treatment and the cost of it is pretty much looked after by all the social workers and government policies. But the problem is that the cancer care for children, they need to stay anything between 6 months to 8 months at a time when they start their treatment. So what was happening is that a lot of children would be treated, they would finish their chemo, and after chemo they would come and lie down on the footpath because that was their home. Now what that meant is that after a point the dignity of a person is challenged, and somewhere then they all give up. You know, it used to bring them down and they used to give up. So nearly there was 20% of children who were giving up treatment and they were abandoning treatment. So like the thing is that internationally there is a recovery rate for children with leukemia, which is what we call blood cancer. The recovery rate is close to 90%. Or 85 to 90%. In India, thanks to all the care, when we started off, it was only about 55 to 60%, 15 years ago when we started St. Jude's. And at that time, what we said is that we need to focus on giving them not just good place to stay, but for them, it has to be something which is so clean and so good. Okay, it makes you feel better. Now, all of us, when we go to a nice place, you feel nice. However down you are, you go to a lovely place and you know, wow, how lovely is this? It immediately gives you a good shock. So that is what we aspire to do at St. Jude's. That when a person is down and out, fighting for their child's life, you come to a St. Jude's center. We call them the centers of hope. The idea is come there, get them into a good frame of mind so that everything that is being done by the doctors is good. So thanks to a place like St. Jude's and the homes that we had, we were able to give them everything that they needed, and with that, the abandonment naturally went down. So today, in Bombay, at Tata Memorial Hospital, from 20% 15 years ago, the abandonment rate has now come down to just 5 or 10% in single digits. And I would say that our vision at St. Jude's is that every child who needs to have a treatment should not be deprived of treatment because they don't have the money. We have to ensure, and towards that, over these 15 years, we've gone and partnered with a lot of organizations, and all of them have come forward. I think at the end of it, it's just been all these partnerships which have helped us. So today, like Anil said and like Usha said, what Dr. Prakash and Star Health is doing, it is amazing, because this is going to really transform the lives of these children. These children, they are going to be well, they are fine, they become normal. In fact, just recently our doctor was talking to us and he said, you know what, after 5 years when they are survivors, they can actually forget that cancer ever touched their lives. They are going to be fine after that. There's very remote chances that they'll get a relapse. And despite that, not one insurance company was willing to come and give them insurance. Today, cancer survivors find it very difficult to find insurance for health. And it was amazing. It was thanks to Rekha, all the work that she did, and behind the scenes, and the Star Health people, they've been fantastic. And I think this is a collaboration which was enabled by the Rotary Club of Madras Temple City, and it's these collaborations, I think, which we all need to do, and meeting of good people with the right frame of mind, and I think that is what we need to transform the good health in our country. Thank you.
ஒரு சம்மரி சொல்லணும்னா we can தமிழ் பத்திரிகையில நிறைய பேர் இருக்கீங்களா? தமிழ் சொல்லணும்னா நம்ம அதுவும் ரெடி பண்ணிடலாம். ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம் உங்களுக்கு தமிழ்ல இதை சுருக்கமா சொல்லணுமா அல்லாட்டி உங்க எதிர்பார்ப்பு என்ன? புற்றுநோய் இந்தியால 14 லட்சத்துக்கும் மேற்பட்டவர்களுக்கு புதிதாக கண்டுபிடிக்கப்படுகிறது ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு. இந்த புற்றுநோய் இந்தியால ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு 14 லட்சத்துக்கும் மேற்பட்டவர்களுக்கு புதிதாக கண்டுபிடிக்கப்படுகிறது இந்தியா. நம்மளுடைய ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் படி பொதுவா புற்றுநோய் வயசானவங்களுக்கு வரும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு எண்ணத்துல இருக்கோம். நம்ம குழந்தைகளுக்கும் புற்றுநோய் பாதிக்கும். அது ரத்தம் அந்த லிம்ப் நோடுன்னு சொல்லுவோம். அந்த ரத்தம் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட புற்றுநோய், மூளை நடுத்தண்டு சம்பந்தப்பட்ட புற்றுநோய், எலும்பு சம்பந்தப்பட்டது, கிட்னி சம்பந்தப்பட்டது, இதெல்லாம் குழந்தைகளுக்கும் வரும். 50,000க்கும் மேற்பட்ட குழந்தைகள் ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு புற்றுநோயால புதிதாக கண்டுபிடிக்கப்படுறாங்க. இந்த 50,000 பேர் குழந்தைகள் புற்றுநோயால கண்டுபிடிச்சு அவங்க மருத்துவமனைக்கு போகும்பொழுது அவங்களுக்கு எந்த விதமான பிரச்சனை இருக்கும், எந்த விதமான உதவி தேவைப்படும், அந்த அடிப்படையில தான் இன்னைக்கு இந்த மீட்டிங் ஸ்டார் ஹெல்த் இன்சூரன்ஸ்ல இருந்து நாங்க இந்த மீட்டிங்கை உங்களை அழைச்சதுக்கும் நீங்க எல்லாம் வந்ததுக்கும் நாங்க ரொம்ப கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கோம். மனதார எங்களோட நன்றி. ஏன்னா இது ஒரு பொருளாதார ரீதியா உருவாக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு சபை அல்ல. இது மனித சேவைக்காக, அதாவது புற்றுநோயை தாக்கியவர்கள் குழந்தைகள், அந்த தாக்கியவர்களையும் அவர்களை தாங்கியவர்களையும் உங்களுக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்தும் நிகழ்ச்சி தான் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில ஸ்டார் ஹெல்த் இன்சூரன்ஸ் இருந்து நாங்க புற்றுநோய் இருக்கிற குழந்தைகளுக்கும் இன்சூரன்ஸ் கொடுப்போம். நோய் இருக்குன்றதால இன்சூரன்ஸ் கொடுக்காம நோய் நல்லா இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் இன்சூரன்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும்ன்ற ஒரு சூழ்நிலையை மாற்றி நோய் இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கும் கொடுப்போம். அவங்களுக்கு அந்த இன்சூரன்ஸ், அந்த நோய் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட வியாதிகள் வரலாம், ஒரு தடவை ட்ரீட் பண்ண கேன்சர் திருப்பி வரலாம், வேற ஒரு உறுப்புக்கு அது பரவலாம், அதே இடத்துலயே திருப்பி ரெக்கரன்ஸா வரலாம், அல்லாட்டி அந்த கேன்சருக்கு பண்ண வைத்தியத்தினால வைத்தியத்தோட பிரச்சனைகள், அந்த மருந்தோட பிரச்சனைகள் வரலாம். அது மட்டும் இல்லாம கொஞ்சம் சைக்கோ சோசியல் ப்ராப்ளமும் வரும். அந்த ஹார்மோன் கொடுக்கறதால ஹார்மோனல் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ், நியூரோ சைக்காட்ரிக் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். ஸோ ஒரு புற்றுநோயிலிருந்து குணப்படுத்தக்கூடிய குழந்தைகளுக்கு புற்றுநோய் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட பிரச்சனைகள், புற்றுநோய்க்கு வைத்தியம் பண்ண சம்பந்தப்பட்ட பிரச்சனைகள், அது இல்லாம சராசரி மனிதர்களுக்கு வரக்கூடிய பிரச்சனைகள், ஒரு ஜுரமோ, ஒரு COVID-19, ஒரு ஆக்சிடென்ட்டோ, பிராக்சரோ எதுனாலும் வரலாம். இதற்கெல்லாம் அவங்களுக்கு பொருளாதாரமா வைத்தியம் பண்றதுக்கான வசதி இருக்காது. ஏற்கனவே இருந்த காசெல்லாம் இந்த வைத்தியத்துக்கே செலவு பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு தான் முக்கியமா ஹெல்த் இன்சூரன்ஸ் தேவை. காப்பீடுன்றது வசதியானவர்களுக்கு, நிறைய பணம் இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு ஒரு சூழ்நிலை மாறி இந்த மாதிரி குழந்தைகள் தேவைப்படுறவங்களுக்கு இந்த காப்பீடு போய் ரீச் ஆகணும். சோ இங்க இருக்கிற நண்பர்களுக்கு எல்லாம் நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்வது என்னன்னா, இன்னைக்கு இந்தியால பெருசா தாக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நோய், COVID-19 பத்தி இப்ப நம்ம பேசுறோம், பட் பெருசா தாக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நோய் என்னன்னா நம்மளே இருக்கிற அறியாமை, அரைகுறை அறிவு. அந்த அறியாமையும் அரைகுறை அறிவும் போக்கணும்னா கண்டிப்பாக உங்களுடைய ஒத்துழைப்பு தேவை. ஏன்னா அந்த அறியாமை பொதுமக்களிடம் இருக்கிறதால நிறைய இப்ப வந்து அவங்க வந்து ஒரு இப்ப நான் வந்து சுருக்கமா அவங்க பேசுனதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு சம்மரைஸ் பண்ணி சொல்றேன். 50,000 குழந்தைகள் புதிதாக புற்றுநோயில கண்டுபிடிக்கப்படுறாங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லும் போது மேடம் என்ன சொன்னாங்க, அந்த 50,000த்துல 20,000 25,000 தான் வைத்தியம் பண்றதுக்கு வசதி இருக்குன்றாங்க. அடுத்தது அந்த மேடம் என்ன சொல்றாங்க, அந்த 20-25,000த்துல பாதி பேர் வைத்தியத்தை பாதியில விட்டுறாங்க சார். ஒரு அறுவை சிகிச்சை, அந்த அறுவை சிகிச்சைக்கு அப்புறம் மருந்து கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு சூழ்நிலை வரும் பொழுது அந்த மருந்துக்கு இப்ப ஒரு 2 தடவை 5 சைக்கிள் கொடுக்கணும்னா 2 சைக்கிள் அதோட பாதியில போயிடுறான் சார். அவன் அந்த வைத்தியத்தை முடிச்சிருந்தானா 100% நார்மல் ஆயிடுவான். அந்த வாய்ப்பை அவன் இழந்துடுறான். அதுதான் வந்து இந்த கவிஞர் சொல்வாரு, சில பூக்கள் தானே மலர்கின்றது, பல பூக்கள் ஏனோ உதிர்கின்றது. நோய் கண்டுபிடிக்கப்பட்ட பிறகும் பலருக்கு அது வைத்தியம் பண்றதுக்கான வசதி இல்லாத ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில இன்னைக்கு இருக்கும். இந்த அறியாமையும் அந்த அரைகுறை அறிவினால கரெக்டா வைத்தியம் பண்ணிக்காம எங்கெங்கயோ போடுற அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்டை பார்த்து கமர்ஷியல் இடத்துல போய் எவ்வளவு எண்ட் டு எண்ட் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட், இந்த ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் ஆரம்பிச்சு முடிக்கிறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு செலவாகும்னே கேட்காம ஒரு பதட்டத்துல எடுத்த உடனே ஓகே இதுவா எங்கிட்ட இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் வச்சு அந்த முதல் 25% ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் செலவு இல்லை. மிச்ச ட்ரீட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு அவங்க கிட்ட பொருளாதார ரீதியா வசதி இல்லை. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலை இருக்கும்போது இந்த அறியாமையும் அரைகுறை அறிவும் குறையணும்னா பத்திரிகையாளர்கள் உங்க கையில தான் இருக்கு. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் மூலம் நிறைய பேருக்கு உதவி கிடைக்கும். அந்த உதவி அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க, அந்த உதவி செய்யற அந்த சென்ட் ஜூட்ஸ் நிறுவனம் அந்த குழந்தைகளுக்கு நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில எந்த வசதியோட வாழ்வோமோ, இப்ப இங்க இருக்கிறவங்க வந்து நல்லா படிச்சு ஒரு வசதியில இருக்கிறவங்க அவங்களுடைய தரத்தை விட ஒரு படி மேலாக